Okay, so tonight we are taking a trip around the world as we go globe hopping with Hogie the tree frog. Yes, it is the Malaysian educational series, Hogie the Globehopper. The 152-episode season that follows Hogie and his friends as they travel the world, making new friends along the way and learning new stuff about the world's diverse cultures. The show aired from 2016. So now that we have the background, let's take a look at a couple of episodes. First up we have Hogie goes to New Orleans. So we are flying towards New Orleans as the gang say it is a beautiful day. Hogie then pulls out his trumpet as he plays it poorly. He then tries again as it goes much better. Lorna is pleased as she says it is not bad as Bernie says he sounds great. We then see Hogie is not playing his trumpet. Hogie confesses he is not playing as Floaty then says it is from the place they're going. Hogie agrees as they start to sing when the Saints go marching in. Hogie looks at the map as they arrive in New Orleans. Hogie explains everything as Floaty talks about what New Orleans is famous for, from jazz music to its food. The gang say they love parties as Hogie tells Floaty to head down there. They go down as Lorna is left behind. They bounce down on some float, as they then arrive to some people. Lorna lands in a tuba as she is then spit out. Hogie goes to greet a drummer as passport guy comes out and demands his passport. Hogie gives it to him as he welcomes them to New Orleans as Lorna greets the people. They meet Jackie and her dad as she explains they won't have trouble making friends around here as they talk about Fat Tuesday as they see the parade. Hogie wants some food as he introduces the gang. They say it looks like a great party as Jackie's dad says there is no bigger party than Mardi Gras as he says it should be starting soon. He invites the gang to join them on their travels as they say yes. Hogie asks what type of crew they are talking about as they guess. Jackie says they are wrong as they go to the floats. They explain the crews are people who work on the floats. The gang want their own float as Jackie's dad says they can't because they are usually from families who have lived here for years. They are upset as they want to join in. Jackie's dad then says they can do something as they show off a coin. He explains what it is for as Hogie gets a little excited. Jackie's dad says they can take it down to the bakery. Hogie says they can do it as they get the coin. Jackie and her dad go off to work on their floats as they wave goodbye. The gang talk about the bakery as Hogie says he is hungry. He then smells some food as he goes over to a food truck. He says the food smells great as he eats some. He says people are friendly and colorful here as they look at some people. Bernie asks where they got their feathers from as Lorna lands on one of their heads. So the gang then rush through the crowd as they try to get to the bakery. They suddenly stop as beads are thrown at them. The gang are confused as Hogie makes sure his coin is safe. He then loses it as it goes flying. The gang can't believe it as they chase after it. It goes down a hill as it lands on a float. The gang wonder how they are going to get it as Floaty then arrives and picks them up. They go over to the float as Lorna grabs it. They then see Jackie on the float as they can't believe she is behind the mask. She talks about the float as they show the coin is safe. Hogie says they will meet them at the bakery as Lorna loses the coin again. They chase after it once more as chaos unfolds. The coin flies through the window of the bakery as the gang storm in. They see the coin land in the mixture as it gets poured into the food. Hogie can't believe how many cakes there are as Bernie says how are they meant to know which one it is in as Lorna tells them to hurry up. They see the cakes being served up as Jackie gives them a piece each. The gang are sad as they can't find the coin. Hogie eats up as the coin is then revealed. Hogie doesn't notice as Jackie then points it out. She explains whoever finds the coin will have a whole year of good luck. Bernie says New Orleans knows how to throw a party as Hogie admires the coin. The gang then sing once again as they party away. We then see some snapshots of the day as the episode then ends. Next up we have Hogie goes to Dublin. So the gang are flying around as Lorna is showing off. She says she is ready to show off her new epic move as the gang can't believe it. Bernie then pulls out a net as he explains he just wants to make sure if anything goes wrong there is a backup plan. They laugh as Lorna says she isn't going to mess up as Bernie says it is best to be safe than sorry. Lorna shows off as she fails. Bernie saves the day as Hogie says he has never seen a move like that before. They laugh again as Lorna is upset at herself. She says her luck hasn't been great as Bernie then says all their luck hasn't been good as he then shows a recap of them causing chaos. They talk about bad luck as Floaty says it must be bad timing as they all say they have bad luck. Floaty then says they're going to be happy as they talk about visiting Ireland. Bernie says Ireland is so lucky as they say it is a great place to visit. They talk about the castles. Floaty says today is St. Patrick's Day as Hogie says that is amazing as they arrive. They spot a giant needle as Lorna says to look out for it as Bernie accidentally pokes the balloon as they go down. They land on the ground as Hogie says they could have landed in the mud. Suddenly the passport man comes over and hits them with mud. He starts to dance as he wants their passport. Hogie gives it over as he says something about his grandma's teeth as he goes off. Hogie talks about the Irish dancing as he then attempts to dance. He bumps into a man as Hogie says they have been having a lot of bad luck recently as the kid introduces himself as he says he is heading over to the St. Patrick Day parade. They shake hands as Hogie introduces the gang as Floaty is upset that his balloon is broken. Sean tells him where he can get a replacement balloon as Floaty tells the gang to look around Dublin. Sean shows the way as they see some dancing. The gang are happy as Hogie tries to dance again. Bernie and Lorna join in as they hear over a PA that it is over. They are sad as they say it is their bad luck. Sean says they are just late as he has another idea. He goes over to the parade by the castle as Hogie can't believe it. They see everyone march down the street as the gang get caught up in it. They say it is great as they arrive outside an outfit shop. They get dressed up as they then wonder where the parade has gone. Sean says it is way ahead as Hogie tells them to get a move on. They rush over as they get stuck behind a crowd as Bernie says there is no room. They say it is bad luck as Hogie's stomach then goes off. Sean thinks it is thunder as he says they can get something to eat. They head over to the food fair as they see everyone eating. Hogie smells something great as Hogie then trips over and causes chaos. He runs off as he can't believe what happened. Floaty then arrives as he is all fixed. He asks what is up as Hogie says he has had too much bad luck today as he goes to sit down as he is all sad. They talk about luck some more as Hogie then slips down the hill as he hurts himself. Lorna says their luck hasn't changed since they arrived in Ireland as it then starts to rain. Sean says he knows that hill and house as his mother then comes out and asks for him. They can't believe it as Sean introduces the gang to his mother. His mother wants them to come inside as she says she has a lot of food inside as they celebrate. They rush in as Sean introduces us to the rest of the family. They say the gang can join in the fun as they play some music. Hogie then runs back outside as they march away. Bernie says he loves the parade. They all dance as they then serve up some food. Everyone digs in as it is then night time. Floaty asks what was good about today as Hogie says meeting Sean today was some good luck as Hogie says it was a very lucky day as Floaty says luck is all about how you look at things. Everyone is happy as a shooting star then zooms by. We then see some snapshots of the day as the episode ends. Finally we have Hogie goes to Hong Kong. So the gang are flying around as Lorna is zooming by as she says she is making an aeroplane noise as Bernie is confused. Lorna says if she stops she will cause chaos. She bumps into the gang as Bernie's glasses then fly off. Hogie saves the day as his glasses are broken. Lorna says sorry as Bernie says he has a spare pair as Floaty then talks about where they are going. They are about celebrate the new year. Lorna is confused as Floaty explains it is the Chinese New Year. They talk about Hong Kong as they point out what it is famous for. They look at the harbour and the tall buildings. Floaty says they have more skyscrapers than anywhere else in the world. He also adds that red is a very lucky colour for the people of Hong Kong. Hogie says Floaty will be very lucky as he is all red. They all land as they then see the passport guy come out of a lift as he wants their passport again. Hogie hands it over as Hogie is impressed by Hong Kong. Lorna asks what that outfit is as Bernie pulls out his book and explains what it is. Hogie says if he is lucky he will find something to eat as he then hears some music. They see some parade as Lorna is scared of the dragon as Bernie reads more of his book. Hogie is impressed as we see more of the parade. One of the kids then falls out of the dragon as the gang ask if he is okay. The kid says he is okay as Hogie introduces the gang as Lorna says it was a great dragon dance. The kid says he is embarrassed for falling out of the dragon as he says it is a disaster as he says his whole year is ruined. Lorna can't believe it as the kid says Chinese New Year is important to people in Hong Kong as Hogie then says they can help the kid. He asks if there is anything they can do to help as the kid says they have to fix it fast as the fireworks are soon. The kid says they have to go as Floaty says he will meet them later as the gang go off. They see an apartment as they see a bunch of people. They explain everyone is opening their windows as they talk about the things they hang on their doors. Hogie wants to make some as the gang arrive home. The kid introduces the gang to their mother as Hogie asks why they are opening all the windows. She explains it is to get rid of the old year and bring in the new year. The kid then bangs his head as Hogie says they have to make the lucky charms as fast as they can. The mother gives the kid a kiss as she goes off. The kid then shows off how to make the charms as he lists all the steps. The gang make theirs as they place them on the wall upside down as that is tradition. The kid then falls over as the paper blows out of the window. The gang says they have to chase after it as they do just that. Lorna causes chaos as she lands. The gang asks if she caught it as she says no. Hogie is then hungry as the kid says eating fish on Chinese New Year is another way to make sure the year ahead is a good one. They go off to get some dumplings as Hogie says he will try anything. The kid bumps into some crabs as they go everywhere. The crowd are scared as they run away. Hogie says they have to catch all the crabs as they attempt to get them all. So at some rocks Bernie says that didn't work as the kid says this year is going to be terrible as Lorna then says they can just wish for a good year as the kid agrees. He says they need to find a wishing tree as they go off to find one. They see Floaty at one as he is watching people throw oranges over the trees. The kid explains everything as he gets the gang to make wishes. They go to throw the oranges as the kid hits himself. The gang's wishes land as Lorna points out the kid's one didn't make it as he is sad. Hogie then asks how many fingers he is holding up as the kid is confused. They ask some more questions as Hogie says he needs glasses. The kid puts on Bernie's glasses as Hogie explains that is why he was having bad luck. The mother comes over as the kid says he needs glasses. She is concerned as the kid says he doesn't want to miss the fireworks as they go off. They give back the glasses as at night the gang are waiting for the kid. He arrives with some new glasses as they say he looks great. They say he should make his wish again as they then throws the orange over the tree as he tells his wish. He says he just wants a good year with new friends. The fireworks then go off as Hogie can't believe it. They say Happy New Year as we see some snapshots of the trip as the episode then ends. In conclusion, Hogie the Globehopper was a good show. It taught us about everywhere in the world from different cities in America to different cities around the world. The gang of Hogie, Lorna, and Bernie were a great cast as they were very funny and came across likable. You can tell this was aimed towards young children, but that doesn't matter because I would give this a recommend if you want to learn more about the world and what different countries have to offer. So thank you for watching. If you have any TV shows you like to see me do, put them in the comments.